what can happen is they can drown in the shell. The humidity system failed. And I'm going to eat one of these white ones now, and I'll let you know if I get sick. Oh yeah, ducks in a bucket. And seeing a potato crop deheaded like this. See that? G'day, I'm Mark from Self Sufficient Me, and I thought we'd pick some snow peas together this afternoon whilst we have a chat about a few things that have been happening over the past few weeks. Let's get into it.
We both had that dream, I'm still chasing mine. I didn't see it coming when you ran out of time. And that was
Overall, it's been a pretty good 2 weeks, and I'm just going to snip these off so I don't damage the plant. That's such an easy way to do it. But there have been a few disappointments that I'll share with you as well, because not everything goes to plan, and I think it's important that you don't dwell on negative things, but that you share some negative things with people to let everyone know that it's not all smooth sailing, it's more real, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I've got a heck of a lot of these to get through. So the other day, I looked through the kitchen window and I saw that there are a few cockatoos up here, and what were they after? I'll give you one guess. The peas, of course.
sometimes I hear you in the night. You're here, be part of this through my eyes. If you're here, sing now. You were born to be on stage, and people don't
So I did end up getting a little bit of payback on those cockatoos. But check this out. We're barely halfway down one side. Remember, I've got the other side to go yet. We've already filled our container. We're looking at about 2 kilos of snow peas already. So I'm going to have to empty this out, and we'll just have to keep playing refill. Imagine me coming out and seeing a potato crop deheaded like this. See that? See that? That's what it should look like. Potatoes have been growing great. See that? You know what's done this? Decimated this side. See how that side is nice? That side has been decimated. Look where it is. It's like someone has deliberately come out and ripped them off, ripped the tops off, and chucked them on the ground. And in fact, that is precisely what's happened. Not someone, but some animal. The white cockatoo is a destructive bird in the home garden because often it doesn't eat the plants. It just trashes them. And there were a couple in the yard this morning. I'm doing some pruning, and I saw them from the kitchen window, and they were walking underneath the trees. Often they'll snap branches. They've got a very strong beak, as you know parrots do. At the end of the day, these will grow back. They might be, that might stop some of the crop underneath, depending on how well they can recover. So we might not be able to get as many potatoes from that side as we do this side. Well, apart from the cockatoos chewing up everything, and you can hear them squawking in the distance probably, they're not game to come around now at the moment while I'm out here. But yeah, the other disappointing thing was the ducklings. Well, unfortunately, no more ended up hatching out of this bunch. So all of them are going to have to be buried. Most of these hatched out, which is good. And they're in the brooder now. But yeah, unfortunately, all of them didn't make it. Not even the one that, the little one that did make it. I tried my best, but he was deformed. That's why he didn't hatch out very fast or very easily, and probably deformed because the last several days the progress wasn't able to be made, the growth wasn't able to be made because the humidity system failed. I'm not sure what happened. Whatever, it didn't work. And so we're just going to have to try again next time. Bit disappointing, but we still got a hatching, and that's great. And maybe it's good to have that redundancy, 2 incubators running. If one fails, the other might pick it up. I don't know. But the good news is plenty of ducklings did make it. In fact, 8 of them made it. One little tiny cute one that's somehow a throwback dwarf type, and I've been brooding them for a couple of weeks, and now they've just been released out of the brooder, and we've got them in a makeshift guinea pig hutch. I've revitalised it, and now it's being used as a temporary measure in between the brooder and putting them down the back there once I get their own pen made up. Ducks in a bucket. Got them out of the brooder. There you go. And now let's take them to their playpen for the day over there in front of the veggie garden. They'd appreciate this. Gone through a lot of trouble. This is how you tip out a bucket of ducks. They'll soon discover that water, I'm sure of it, and their food. There we go. There's the little one. I don't know why she's so small, but she is. And she's standing up on that tile, that cracked tile that I put in there, just at that one end. So that seems to have worked as well. You see how the rest of them, if the rest of them can work out how to get in there from over here. There you go. Oh, first time swimming. Oh, jeeps. Oh, it's deep. Oh, cracky. Oh, I'm under. Oh, I'm under. She was under. First duck dive, eh? Was that fun? That would have been fun, alright. First time if you're a duck, getting that head under the water. Oh yeah, dip it again. Oh, I'll go back to the tile. Oh, I want to stand up. I don't want to swim for too long. Too dangerous. Hey? Oh, there she goes again. Oh, going backwards. Is there a rip in there or something? You're going backwards, treading water. There you go. I think they're starting to work it out. Are they working it out? No. They're running around. They're excited. Oh, she's out.
If I ever make it to the big red stones under the Denver moon, make your presence known. Sometimes I hear you in the
Here we go, this should help. That's a lot of pace. Speaking of peas, if you would have seen my how to grow a ton of peas video that I released not so long ago, you would know that I mentioned in that video that I was fermenting some, or that I would ferment some of them, and I did that and they came out top notch. Here's a little bit of that. I'll be putting the rest of it probably on my second channel, the recipe and all that type of thing, and more detail in a separate video on Self-Sufficient Me too. But I'm really happy with the way these turned out. I expected that I would get about 2.5 jars of snow peas, but ended up with 2 full jars, and I used this last jar to preserve or keep some of the juice from that fermented mix. A lot of people in the fermenting veggies game like to keep the juice because they use it as a probiotic, because it is very good for you. You can add it to other foods, add it to cooking, or just have it as a tonic. What I've got on the right here, and I don't know exactly what's happened, but these are, they're not moldy, they're gone white, and from a distance they look like a white mold or a dead yeast has come over it, but it's not. It doesn't rub off. They're actually bleached, and I'm suspecting these might be bleached because I fermented ours on the kitchen counter, and a bit of light might have got to these and just bleached them out because of the light. Maybe that's all it was, or you know, I don't know, they might be going a little bit bad, but I don't think so. I don't think it's anything sinister, and I'm in fact going to eat it, and I'm going to eat one of these white ones now, and I'll let you know if I get sick. It's still nice and crunchy, and there's no problem with the taste. It's like it tastes very similar to a cucumber. So there you go. If I get really sick, I'll let you know. But I would say they're just bleached. But regardless, I removed them, I picked them out, and I didn't pack them into these jars for storage, just in case they were starting to discolour because they were going slightly off or something. Let me just have one taste test from one of these. So this is the type of preserve that's not to be kept in the pantry. It is to be kept in the fridge. Anyway, let me have a taste. So this is very crunchy. I haven't got the onboard mic, so you're hearing it through the actual camera mic. Well, I've got a boom on it, and you can probably hear the crunch. So this is what I wanted. You don't want soggy veggies in a salad or anything like that. Don't forget, you can cook these too. This is just a way to keep them preserved other than freezing or dehydrating or something like that. But it's also just a great snack. Like a pickle, like a pickled cucumber. And that is really nice. Well, I think that's about it. I think that'll do anyway. By goodness, check it out. We're going to have some fun shelling peas tonight. Give me a hand to shell some peas, please. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big be self-sufficient in at least something thumbs up, and share the video around. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. By the way, that song that was in the video was by TEOA. I think that's how you say it. That's the acronym anyway. The End of America is the band name. A very good band, similar to the Eagles. Look, the links are down below in the description. They were kind enough to lend me the song to put in this video, so if you at all enjoyed it, you might enjoy some of their other stuff too. Check them out in the links below and go visit them. Thanks a lot for watching. Hear those cockatoos? Here they come. I think it's time for the sprinkler to go on, don't you? Then they won't be, well, there's no more peas for them to eat, but yeah, they won't be snipping off my potatoes. Tell you what, I'll have an eagle eye out for them. Catches.